Hello, Nikita. Hi, Vindy. Hello, Gur. Hello, hello. Hi, Mr. Frog. Hi, Stringy. How's everybody doing today? Sorry, I just put food in my mouth. First like, thank you so much. Hello. They're all new. This is a 2023. This is a 2018. This is also a 2023. Hello, Sarah. Hi, hi. Hi, cowgirl. You're at a restaurant. Oh my goodness, Gert. I am also not going to be on long. I am. Oh, thank you so much for the clapping seals, Sarah. I am extremely behind, but I promised y'all that I was going to stream today because I didn't stream tomorrow. If you're part of Teeny Tiny YouTube, Teeny Tiny Fan Club, Teeny Tiny Print Club, or Teeny Tiny Sticker Club, and you're looking forward to your restock menu tonight, it will be very late. I'm guessing around midnight is when I will get it done. I'm not even nearly done with pictures yet, so I am very, very, very behind. It's your dad's birthday. Happy birthday to your dad. Hello, Isabella. Hi, Periwinkle. You'll be watching as long as your mom's cat lets you. Love that. Hello, Lily. You have a Tamagotchi on your phone. I love that. Bye, girl. You're watching the 100. What time in the UK? I think it's like 2 a.m., Lily. So right now it's 5. So 2 hours from whatever time it is now for you will be restock. Hi, cherries. Yeah, very late. Very, very late. Yeah, sorry everybody. To add, I've had some kiln problems. Things didn't turn out exactly how I expected. And then to add to that, I got a call from my uncle who lives in Colorado, who's apparently currently in Tibet, that he was looking for my mom because my grandma passed out today and fell and hit her head. So she is in the hospital. So there's been a lot happening today, and I haven't got nearly as much done as I was hoping to. Lots and lots of stuff going on. You're in Colorado. Oh my goodness. Your kitty's with you? Oh, no worries, cherries. My dad finally was able to contact my mom, and my mom says that grandma is okay. Not good, but okay. So fingers crossed that the good continues. She is quite, up there in age, and so any fall can be really detrimental to an old person's health. So fingers crossed that everything goes okay with that. Yeah, I am dealing with quite a bunch right now. Yeah, so please forgive me if I'm a little bit behind. I'm gonna be doing my best. Thank you, Isabella. I appreciate that. You went on a shopping spree today. That's so wonderful. So yeah, I just wanted to get on and show y'all a couple of things that are going to be available during the restock. Typically with tiny pieces like this, I will just have them available as blind bags, but for the mushrooms, we're actually going to have them individually listed, so that way you will be able to pick your own little mushroom. Let me actually get up and get the bigger ones as well, so y'all can see all of them. We can meet the mushrooms. So many things. Yeah, Leylin, I agree. Hi, Sam, I am. Hello, you're on a plane. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so many mushrooms. So first I will start by pointing this one out. You may recognize him. And I'm not saying that Bunnies forgot to list it, so he's been hanging out for this restock. But I'm saying that maybe Bunnies forgot to list him in the last restock, so he will be available. This is the only mushroom that has a red nose, as I tried to stick with the color palette for all of the new pieces. So this mushroom does have a red nose. If you're interested in a specifically red nose mushroom, this is a great one for you. You're going to Hawaii, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Sadie, welcome in. We have a ceramic restock tomorrow, so I'm just showing some of the pieces off that are going to be available. Usually my table's a little more exciting, but very clean today. So yes, that one was unfortunately not listed, so it is going to be up tomorrow. Yes, a little clown nose. Let me write I don't know how to spell tomorrow. Okay. There, now y'all know. Oh, I forgot to write the time. There we go. 7 p.m. CST. Yes, tomorrow. Oh, Sadie, thank you. Spelling is hard. I can do math all day long. Spelling, I'm cooked. Okay, so again, this little mushroom is, I wouldn't call him leftover from my last restock. He's just been hanging out with me since last restock. And not only will this mushroom be available, also the Rainbow Maker slash Sun Catcher versions of him will also be available tomorrow for the first time for non-Sticker Club members. So that's very exciting. Very, very cute. Sarah, you can message Bunnies and complain. If you have complaints about not listing stuff, please file them with Bunnies. But yes, this will be available. Very exciting. Big frog. He has a black dot in his mouth, so I don't know how that happened, but besides that, very pretty purple color. I absolutely love this guy. If you want lilac ceramics, I would suggest this piece. And then one more thing I wanted to show y'all is the flocked dino. I always talk about on chat, like, what if dinosaurs were fuzzy? That's one of the things that I love to talk about, if they were furry and cute and soft. So of course I had to flock the dinos this time. So the Triceratops and this dinosaur are both flocked. With all of the flocked pieces, I will say that there is no guarantee that the flocking will stay forever. Now, if the flock comes off, please know that it will be very smooth and nice underneath. There's nothing wrong with it if the flocking comes off. It'll just be a little less furry. So if you're like constantly petting it, it may come off. But bing bing bing. Yeah, these flocked babies came out so cute. And we will be packing them very carefully to help avoid rubbing the flocking. You can pet them a little bit, but yeah. Okay. So let's go through all of the baby mushrooms that are going to be available, all the little mush fairies. So we have this one with a chartreuse cap with yellow details. I don't know how easy that is to see on stream. And he has little, I would call them fly wings or like bee wings that are pink. You're making clay stuff. I love that, Sadie. There's blood. Is there blood on me? I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think so. Then we have this little green baby with blue spots on his head. Again, all of these mushrooms for this restock have orange caps, orange noses, because I wanted to stick with the general color palette, so I thought orange would be super cute for the noses, and I'm glad I went with that because I feel like it definitely adds to the more fairy kind of vibe. And then he has super light pink wings. These are not blind bags art. These are going to be listed individually. So if you have your eye on something specific, these are definitely going to be ones that you could look forward to. We have this one, orange and blue. This is the smallest one of the set, and he has little yellow wings. Very cute. So anime, I will not. Sorry, I don't know why you want me to say that. So, unfortunately, no. Then we have a coral cap, chartreuse spots, yellow wings. Some of them are so chubby, like their belly area, or I guess where their face is. So, what's up, Isabella? A big one with a purple cap, green spots, and chartreuse wings. Then we have a green one with chartreuse spots and blue wings. It's been 5 minutes. Wow. Okay. You gonna stay over there? Look at what's happening right here. Why are you up here? Girly pop. Sadie, because my channel's about my art. Somebody actually DM'd me the other day and I can always see like my old stories in my DMs even if they expire, and they replied to me and it was just a pic, like a mirror selfie from Instagram, and I was like, wow, I used to post my face all the time. That's crazy. Hi KP, hello. I just completely forgot about that. It's like, how did they have a picture of me? And I was like, oh, they were replying to my story. That's insane. Stringy, they will vary. So like this little guy, see how he doesn't sit up properly? He will be $14 because he's a little defective. He has a wiggly little bottom, so they'll range. They'll start at 14 for like the ones that have a little bit of an issue, and then some of them will be like probably closer to like $35 or $40, maybe more than that, depending on how much I love them. Cherries, unfortunately, Granola died in the fire. Granola is no longer. He is one of the pieces that estás muerto. This one has a coral cap with orange spots and a light pink wing. Very, very cute. Lytris, 14 bucks. 14 is where everything starts. Then we have a lilac cap with coral spots and blue wings. Hi, Call Me Snake. Hello. I'm just excited for Restock. I'm also very behind, so I have a ton of work to do. So yeah, okay, I have a 3D version and I have a 3D scanned one that's exactly him where it has the wings as well. So not complete loss for the piece. Then we have this one. It has a chartreuse cap, lilac spots, and then light blue wings. And I absolutely love this one. This is probably my favorite of the bunch. I think he is so stinking cute. Art, that was the kiwi bird. I think his body is like perfect, and I love his little eyes and his nose. And I don't know, I love this guy. So if you want my favorite one, this one is going to be my go-to, my recommendation. I also really like this tiny one. He doesn't sit perfectly, but he probably won't be discounted because I think it's so stinking cute. But yeah, oh my gosh, see? He just doesn't want to sit up. So now for the bigger ones that are part of this. Hi Garlic, hello. We have this chartreuse and blue combination. So if you look at it in the sun, it's a little bit more clear overall. That it is a kind of tie-dye look on its cap. And then it has some yellow wings, as you can see. No discounts, only cute price. Ah. Hi Zay, hello, how have you been? Hello Carly, hi. So there's that one. Then we have this lilac with blue spots and yellow wings. And all of the mushrooms, the big ones, have signatures this time. Some of them are carved. This one is actually drawn on, but it won't come off. This one's super cute. And of course, all of the big mushrooms have gills as well. He is chunky. He is, it will stringy, yeah. Then we have this one. This is probably the prettiest cap as far as like combination. So it is green and blue, and then it has chartreuse spots. Very, very pretty. I love the way all of these bigger mushrooms came out. And then the wings are really cool because they're like a darker version of the cap. No, Isabella. No worries, Zay. Welcome back. Hi, Jerry. Hello. Yeah, these wings are super, super pretty. They are some of the darker wings, but I feel like they really look kind of tie-dye in the best way. So I'm excited about those. Then we have this one. It was also a color mix of two blues, but you can't really tell, so it just looks like a really pretty pastel blue. And then I think those are yellow spots, not chartreuse. They just look a little chartreuse because they're on blue, obviously. And then he has white angel wings. So that's super cute. And then this one, which I don't know which one I said had, I think I said this one has the coolest, but these two are probably tied for me as far as what I expected to come out versus what did come out. So this is a light pink, but also purple cap. I'm pretty sure you can probably see. So that's not like the color didn't come out dark enough or anything like that. That's just straight up like color mix. And so I'm really happy with how that came out. White for the dots, and then a really pretty blue for the wings. So this is the prettiest combination, I would say, for like just aesthetics. Again, I wanted them to all be very different as far as colors go, and like very fairy-like, right? I didn't want them to be like my typical mushrooms. I wanted them to have like a bunch of different colors, like they've been collecting colors around the forest. And I think that will make a little more sense when I post some of the promotional images that I took. I've been working all day on them. I spent like $57 on backdrop stuff today at Michael's. I'm crying a little bit about that, but I had like coupons and stuff and it was still 57 bucks. So y'all can let me know if it was worth it after you see the pictures. Here is the a little spider hide type vibe. Hi Bravo, hello. Oh, thank you so much. Hi Waffles. Yes, exactly, cherries. Exactly. This came out super cute, and if you like the little birds that I made, these ones, the birds fit really cute in the mouth. So if you don't have a critter that wants to use it, the birds fit in there like it's a little bird house. It's so cute. I figured that out today when I was arranging the setup, and I was like, oh my god, it's so cute. I love it. Hi Morgan, hello. So I don't know if I showed y'all the birds. I love these. They look so beautiful and shiny. Their eyes came out really well. They're just really cute. These will all be, I believe, 14 or 15 bucks, something like that. And they will come in blind bags. And so the day that I'm able to ship out the last of the orders, we're gonna start a blind bag trade channel in Discord. So anybody who's a member on YouTube or Ko-Fi/Coffee, you'll have access to the trading center. So you can either trade your blind bags for different colors that you're looking for, or maybe if you have duplicates, you can trade with somebody else. So that will be a new channel that will be added. So if there's a specific color of something you're looking for, I know I have a couple of people who are like collecting certain color of my items now. I wanted to kind of help facilitate that. So that will be a new channel where we can kind of help y'all trade for the colors you're looking for. Oh, Sadie, thank you. You hit 2 months. Let's go. Oh, you too, Sarah. Y'all have the little 2 now. Isabella, no, this is not a fan art stream. We're talking about Restock right now. Can I make a ferret? I'd love to, Waffles. Again, I know somebody asked about the possum. Yes, the possum is wonderful and cute and will be available. So that's exciting. He's very small and adorable. Let me move this right here. I'm trying to move like the breakable stuff away from my cat because she wants me to go feed her. We have Anteater here. I need to reflock him. I learned some tips and tricks to help the flocking stay a little better. As you can see, it's kind of like wiped away from this outer area, but it's stuck really well here. So I've learned some things. I will reflock. Aw, Sadie, thank you. Thanks, Waffles. Hello, hello. I would suggest this piece. This is definitely going to be marked as one of my favorites. Even if his flocking I can't fix perfectly, I'm still going to say it's one of my favorite pieces. I love the color combo on this one. Like Periwinkle said, I think it's so cute. Hi, Steven. Hello, hello. Really excited about how this piece came out, and shout out to Morgan, I think it was, for suggesting that I try making an anteater. I tried making one because I didn't think I could do it, and it ended up being one of my favorite pieces from the entire set. So thank you so much for that. Dean, I do. This is my full-time job. And then, goodness gracious, little man, stand up. I know you're tired from your big kiln days, but for the dash hound, I ended up going with a yellow. I had a ton of DMs on Instagram of people who wanted this specifically for a memorial piece for their puppies, and I had no way to guess what color their puppies were. So I decided to go with yellow as kind of like a glowy, you know, cute puppy type vibe. Can I draw you on a piece of paper, Steven? Sure. We're gonna draw Steven on a piece of paper, y'all. Okay, I gotta deal with my cat first. Sorry. If she breaks something, it will be my last straw. I will lose all of my marbles. Okay, sorry about that. Is Steven still here so we can draw him? It is water time soon, 6 minutes. Oh gosh. Yeah, one of the Tamagotchis is bunnies. Yeah, he left it again. This one with the baby. His Tamagotchi had a baby. And then my old Tamagotchi died. I don't know what happened to it, so it flew off to space. So I haven't reset it yet because this is so stinking cute. And then this Tamagotchi is mine and it evolved. Hi, my abundant life. Hello, hello. Hi, Bianca. I guess Steven left. Son of a gun. I was gonna draw him. I don't know who Steven is, but it was gonna be a good picture. You've been a sub for over a year. Thank you, Waffles. Why are we meowing? Because my cats were being bad? This is what I was gonna draw. I'm gonna draw it because this isn't a drawing stream, but so does everyone know what site the Restock is on? Does anybody have any non-price related Restock questions? The reason I say non-price related is because that is a Ko-Fi privilege exclusive, whatever you want to call it. This is what I was gonna draw for Steven, a bald man. Oh, here, Waffles, this is you. It's your sister's birthday. Happy birthday, Presley. You're so broke. Oh no. Ko-Fi, yeah, hopefully tonight, Art. It might be super late though, unfortunately. I am super behind. As I stated earlier in the stream, we had some kiln issues, so I was a little behind on kilning. I should have finished yesterday. I finished today. My Kay, thank you so much for gifting 5 members to the community. I really appreciate that. And then I found out today that my grandma passed out earlier and fell and hit her head, so we've been dealing with some family stuff as well. So yeah, I'm doing my best today. I promised I was gonna stream, so now I'm on stream. And then I have not even taken the pictures yet for Ko-Fi, so I'm incredibly behind. So please be patient with me. I have no intentions to like rip y'all off and not give you what I promised, which is the restock menu before restock, but it will be late for sure. Hi, little drawing guy. Hello, Opal. Yeah, he's very yellow. Look at all my cat's hair that's just disgustingly sitting on these guys. I'm sorry about that, y'all. We do de-hair things before they get to y'all. Goodness, my hair's on here, my cat's hair. It is Minecraft, yeah, it is. Hi, Megan, hello. You're not bald. Well, I just had to guess, Waffles, I don't know. Thank you, Isabella. Yeah, she helped vlog. She was like, the hair's not quite long enough. Here's some of my hair. Yeah, Lytra, sometimes it's good to just be as real as I can, you know? No worries, Garlic. So here is one of the pieces I know a lot of y'all wanted to see. Unfortunately, the combination of the matte glaze to the glossy glaze did cause the eyes to cry, but it's even all the way around, so I don't hate it. Hi, Donisha. Hello, hello. Art, I totally relate. Number 1 through 4, 3. This one came out so stinking cute, even though its eyes are, again, they're crying, but it's like all the way around. Can y'all see that? How it's like a little blue-gray colored around its eyes. So it's not perfect, but I do really like it. It's really cute. And I love I added like kind of darker purple bits into the wings to give them some more variance, and I think that came out super cute. 2, Isabella. Siren, so everything will go live tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on themidorihouse.com. So the exact same thing as my username, themidorihouse, and then .com. Tomorrow, March 22nd. Oh, I wrote 2004. Did y'all tell me that it was 20? I wrote 2004, y'all. 24. It's not 2024. No one oh, y'all did? Sorry about that. I'm doing my best. I tell y'all what, this is not, I feel like I should just give up. You're blurry. There, now can y'all see? He crying a little bit. He crying a little bit. Let me show you a close-up of the dinosaur now that it has cat hair in it. Because I feel like some people don't know what like flocking is. Y'all see? He fuzzy. Sadie, I don't really draw people. I was just doing that because a random person came in and asked me to draw them when I have no idea what they look like. I thought it was funny. So you can see on this side how the flocking is less on some parts, so I am gonna redo it. But that's what it will look like if the flocking comes off, so it's still very nice textured. But just a little different. Another thing I wanted to show y'all up close is the colors on this mushroom cap. Can y'all see that better now? Yeah, okay, all of the fairies have, they're flocked with glossy wings and glossy eyes, so they still have their, like, shiny details. Erg! Hey, if, this guy said, I'm translating for him? Okay, hold on. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He said, if you're mean to me and mad that I'm gonna be a little behind today, that he's gonna come and eat all of your Cheez-Its, so don't be mean to me. There's this guy up close. Jelly said, "Nah, we're throwing hands." That's what he said, Sarah. So, no complaining. Otherwise, the Cheez-Its are getting eaten. Yeah, there's this guy. Okay, I'm making sure, let me make sure I don't have anything else to show y'all up close. You know what? While we're up close, let me go ahead and show you something tiny. I don't remember, Zay, I'm sorry. Teeny, tiny, little, itty bitty tic-tac-toe set. So let me... They're very small. This is definitely a suggest if you just like cute stuff to collect. I feel like this would be so cute on like one of those curio cabinets. Obviously, this is supposed to be like a little log chunk. It's got the little bark along the sides. And then all of the tiny little mushrooms. So we have lilac with blue and then all of the little bitty frogs. What should you make today? Have you ever made a mushroom, Isabella? And the frogs even have all 3 spots in their eyes, which I typically don't do when they're this tiny. Yeah, really happy with how that one came out. And the board does have a matte glaze to try to help add to the overall tree vibe. And then all of the little pieces are glossy. Oh, me call me Snake? You mean me? Thank you, Top Hat B. Thank you, thank you. Bye, Waffles. Thanks for hanging out. But even if you just like tiny things, I feel like this is a good piece. You don't even have to want it as like a tic-tac-toe board necessarily, just as like a cute little thing to have. Hi, Scout Animates. Hello, hello. Oh, thank you, Becky. Okay, we have another thing in blind bags is gonna be all of these frogs. Do y'all remember when we gave them butt tattoos? Do y'all remember when we gave them their butt tattoos? Goodness, where's that guy going? Can you eat it? Unfortunately not. You will break your teeth. Um, Look how well my nails match the vibe. I'm so excited about that. Let's see what else. Oh, I was gonna get the Digi Stars to show y'all. Speaking of things that bunnies forgot to list last time, another little mushroom. So only one tiny mushroom and one large mushroom will have red noses. This little guy also wasn't listed, so he will be available. Red cap and white. Believe it or not, there's some stuff that doesn't match the color palette, mostly because it was left on accident. We have a little ghost. He has the same eye cry issue as the, what's it called? The little rat, but very cute, and I feel like a crying ghost is very on brand, so not mad about that. There is a cat. One of my favorite pieces is actually a cat. I can get it after I show y'all the ones that I have in my hand. The things. So we have a big ghost and a little ghost with wings. I love this little ghost. If you're a ghost all season round collector, I feel like this is a perfect item just to pick up this one specifically, this little tiny one. It's so cute. Here is how little guy came out. I just realized that he wasn't part of the pictures that I took earlier, and I already took apart the whole set, and I'm cringing a little bit. I'm so sad. You know those days where everything is just a little wrong, even when you think it's going right, it just doesn't work. Anyways, little guy. Wow, he has his signature is carved into his wing, which is pretty cool. This will be listed. I don't keep anything, art. Thank you, Rosaru. Thank you. Ros. Okay, so if you like the Digi Stars, there are 2 charm versions of them, which are pretty cute. As you can see on this one, he has 3 white points. So if y'all remember our little Digi Star lore, they kind of gain their colors as they age, as they gain experience. So I decided to leave a bunch of them with different colors missing, or not colors, but just different areas missing color. So some of them have more color than the other, so that way they're lore accurate. So some of them are completely colored, some of them have less colors, blah blah blah. But there are 2 charm versions available. They will be listed differently. Lytris, so any of my items that are charms can be used as stitch markers, which is really cool. They will come with a large jump ring, which can be used as a stitch marker for people who knit, and then there will also be, you can message me and ask for the little metal clippy thing. And then we have all of the Digi Stars. So I didn't add holes on the bottom because I was making these with y'all, so I wasn't thinking. Which means that all of the backs are unglazed, but I did give them a coat of clear enamel, so it's not like super scratchy by any means. It's just not the exact same texture as the glass on the front. But here they are. These will definitely be in blind bags, and they will come with a copy of the little Digi Star lore sign. So if you're just like Midori House collector, this is going to be my top suggestion for you. They are ceramic paper stars for the heads, and then obviously a solid body. Ooh, yes, art, that would be so cute. So cute. But yeah, very cute. I'm really happy with the way they came out. I was gonna do colored eyes, like this is the test piece. And I do like the way this looks, but I feel like the eyes pop better when they're black. And so I just couldn't do it. I had to make them black, but I'm happy I made that decision. I feel like they're really stinking cute. Really happy with how these came out. But again, this will come with a copy of the Digi Star zine, so that's fun. You'll get a little zine and a little Digi Star baby. And I think these are like the perfect little guys to keep in your pocket or keep in your purse as, you know, just little buddies, little buddy guys. Hello, Gayo. Hello, hello. Let me show y'all that zine quickly. It has all of his little facts, and it's like a field guide, but for Digi Stars. So this will come with each of the Digi Stars as well in the package. So you'll get, like, for example, this, right? It's like his little adoption guide that tells you about him. And yeah. Well, I think they came out pretty cute. I saw a request for cat and a request for giraffe, so let me get those. I'm not exactly taking requests, but I do want to show y'all those. So. Oh, I forgot some mushrooms. I forgot some mushrooms, y'all. They were inside the mouth of a frog. They were in the mouth of a frog. We have a blue one with chartreuse spots and chartreuse wings. He is a cutie patootie. I was looking at these when I was showing y'all them earlier, and I was like, dang, I feel like they were more. So we can choose which one. These will be blind bags art, because it's kind of more lore accurate for the zine. So, then we have this little guy. I love how close his eyes are together. I feel like it's so silly. But he has blue cap, purple spots, and then cyan wings. Oh, hi Dewdrop. Hello, hello. We're currently going over Restock stuff right now. I'm just doing like a visual little preview, sneak peek type vibe. So that's what's going on right now. And then this guy, he's another one of my favorites. I think that's why I was so confused. I was like, where are my favorite ones? He has a blue cap, coral spots, and purple wings. So, you know, blue and pink make purple type vibe. And he is so cute. I like the other guy I like because his eyes were really far apart. I mean, close together. And then this one, look how far apart his eyes are. I love it. I think it's so cute. So yeah, there's that guy. So there are bigger ones, smaller ones. They'll all be priced around the same because they're all about the same amount of work. So there are all of those. There was a request to see a giraffe. Here is a giraffe. Here's how he came out. He has little teal wings and he's chartreuse with green spots. He has little horns and a little tail and a little nose. He's a cutie patootie. Yeah, he's really cute. He is flocked, so like I said, with all the flocked people, there's a zero guarantee that the flocking will stay. I did all of my tests and everything, but sometimes it just doesn't stick as well for whatever reason, like long term, but he is flocked for now. I would just say, like, if you're constantly petting him or if you get him really wet, the flocking may not be so down to stay. Look at his little face. Why? Let me close the door. I don't know if it's gonna help. This may be the end of my Restock stream. Chainsaw. so loud. How loud is that for y'all? Is that so loud? My neighbors behind me love cutting down trees. Since they moved in, they have made it their mission to destroy every bit of habitat for wildlife that they can, which is hilarious considering that in my backyard, we purposely create every possible habitat for wildlife that belongs here. It's like you're fighting a losing battle. Please stop cutting down trees. They're cutting down trees, they're replacing all of their flowers with grass. They like removed their sheds because they were afraid that the possums only were in their yard because they wanted to be there. Like, no, y'all. The possums are there because they're doing their job. They're absolute bozos. Anyways, here's the kitty. This is my, I know I keep saying this is my favorite. The anteater is my favorite like animal, but this little guy is my favorite of the standing creatures. Look at him. He's staring into your soul. Hi, Menard. Hello, hello. Yes, Kristen. Beneficial little guys are so convenient. It is a sculpture, Kiara. It is it's a ceramic figure. It just is flocked, which is why it looks fluffy. Let me go get something else. Sorry that I was molding for a second. We have this guy who's definitely not going to be for sale because that would be IP infringement. But look how cute he came out. He's so chubby. Claymax, and his base is flocked. I was gonna flock him, but then I was like, I'll just use a satin glaze so that way it's more accurate. I gave him wings after all. How many inaccuracies can we have? But his little stand is flocked, so that way he has little grass to stand on. I thought that was super cute. I know, his hairy baby. It would be so cute. It will be so cute. I might do a little rehoming auction in the Discord for this guy. You know, I'm not selling him, that would be crazy. But hi, how do you do live? Isabella, I am not a or Isabel, I don't work for YouTube. So that's a question for Google, not for me. But yeah, this guy's a real cutie patootie. He even has little blush. I don't know if y'all can see it. Maybe y'all can. But he's super cute. Hi, XOXO. Hello, hello. So for those of you looking for stitch markers, this is going to be by far the best option I've probably ever had. These would also make excellent earrings. They will come on a small jump ring as well as a larger jump ring. So that way, again, if you're a knitter, you can use that instantly as a jump ring. If you're a crocheter, you can message me for the little clippy thing if you need them. But they would also make excellent earrings. So you can just take that larger jump ring and then like slide them onto a hoop earring, attach them to a dangle earring. If you actually make jewelry, you can also add them to a charm bracelet. But they are just little pastel colored fishies, and they all do have a little star butt tattoo. Some of them are more clear than others depending on the color that I used, but they all do have the little stars, which is kind of I've decided my alternate signature. So if a piece can't have a little key on it, I might start adding stars to everything. I sell these on my website, so it's themidorihouse.com. You can find the link in my bio. Like this little sticky note says, restock is tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So tomorrow, March 22nd, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you do not live in Central Standard Time, you can just Google what time is March 22nd, 7 p.m. CST in my time zone, and Google will tell you. Google is very smart. Hello, Lanes. Yes, call me Snake. I can add it after stream. I will. There are no shakers, cherries. I don't know how. Oh no, there are shakers. The frog fairies are shakers. I feel like something else is a shaker, but I don't remember. Yes, so this is definitely going to be your best option if you're looking for like super light tiny earrings or stitch markers, as they are so teeny tiny. Like, look at that, that's insane. Anyways, oh, I have a quarter. In case you know how big a quarter is, that is how big the fish are. They are so stinking small. They are so teeny tiny. Yeah, Kiara, they sell out quite fast. The last restock went in about 4 minutes. There we go. I had to get that close. So there's a quarter. There is the fish. These fish are super small. So really good option if you're looking for something super lightweight. While I have you clipped in, I can show you the little bunny. Oh my gosh, there's a cat hair in it. Mamma mia. Okay, well, we'll get the cat hairs out before we send them. A little bunny rabbit. It is flocked, obviously. It has little pink wings and then pink on the ends of its ears that kind of fade out. So I am really behind, Lanes. I'm so super behind. I'm really stressed. Yeah, bunny came out super cute. I do need to reflock its face. It's a little lighter than I would like. And again, there's no guarantee on any of the flocked pieces that they will remain flocked. They are ceramic though, so even if all of the flocking is gone, they will still be absolutely lovely pieces. The glue that I use to flock them, when it is gone, it leaves behind a wonderful texture. I have fully tested that part. So as long as you don't super pet them, they will stay flocked. But if you're like really desperate to like rub them forever, it may come off. Yes, Jelly, sorry. I'm selling bunnies. A little blue bear. I don't think y'all have seen this one glazed. He got purple wings. He is very cute. Cat, bunny, mouse. Little guy. Little guy is crying a little itty bitty bit. Again, the combination of the like clear glaze to the matte glaze, for some reason, they really wanted to be pals. But he came out super cute. I feel like it's very like sculptural. He looks like a little sculpture. I just cannot believe that I left him out of the family photo for this restock. I hate that. But yeah, he is a cutie patootie. If anybody wants to screenshot that, I mean, look at how cute. Wow, he just looking right into your little soul. I can show the sea bunnies. I do, Sam, yeah. So The link is on my channel, but it's just themidorihouse.com. Themidorihouse.com tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I don't river, unfortunately. Due to the slow nature of ceramics and me hand building everything myself one at a time, I can't take any customs or commissions at this time, as first come first serve is the most fair way that I can currently do things. So until I get some help, unfortunately, it's just first come first serve on the pieces during restock. Last restock sold out in about 4 minutes, and that's a month's worth of my work. So Syrian, no, your English is not bad. You're doing great. So yeah, there's a little giraffe for whoever requested it. I do not remember. Here are the little sea bunnies. We're looking at everything close. No one should ever look at my ceramics this close. This is alarming. It's gonna make them also look huge. Do they come off of the base? Boy, do they. I will show y'all that after I show you these. And the sea bunnies will be listed individually. They are also shakers. So all of these little sea bunnies are shakers. These are the best shaker for sure. 100% the best option for shakers if that's what you're interested in. They also, if you self-regulate by like pressure points, their spikes are just painful enough for that. They can be really good for that. We're gonna have water time in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Those are the sea bunnies. So I had some questions about them coming off of the bases. There you go. There's that guy right off of the base. The bunny. I should take this off. Right off of the base. The bear. Little guy. 10, Isabella. Yeah, River, so many Tamagotchis. So one of the pieces that will be available tomorrow, actually, let me put this back on. Okay, first I'm gonna show y'all like this. So this is actually an old piece that I've kept around the office for a while. So this was listed probably 4 or 5 months ago, and unfortunately the person who bought it had a car accident almost immediately after buying it. I think it was the next day, so right before I was shipping, and they had to cancel their order. So I kept it, but it is time for it to move on, and I feel like it was perfect for this restock. So this will be available. Now this is a B, /C grade item. It does have quite a few defects, but from about this far away, max, so like a foot away, it looks great. But hanging up in your house, it would look perfect unless you're right up on it. So I just wanted to show y'all some of those things that I would say make it not a perfect graded item. Let me zoom y'all in. So first up, it is crying a little. That doesn't bother me so much, but it does have a few places that are not perfect, that have some black little flecks. Also crying on this side. And then there's like some discoloration. Also, this was supposed to be a white piece, but the white for some reason just kind of got eaten alive. And so it is not. Now this one is gonna be a little bit harder to see. But if you look very closely right here, you can see a crack. Now that is a crack in the clay, not in the glaze. So I waited, this is a hollow piece. I waited way too long to add the high fire wire, and it created some like kind of internal cracks. Again, it's wonderfully strong. It would be totally fine to use, but Morgan, just me not being careful. It's glaze. Um, So some of the flecks that are in the clay are the natural flecks, like that one, that's from the clay. But like this is just me making a mistake. Can you come help me with Restock? I need help, I tell you what, but no, I'm good. Bunnies will be here after work today, and then he'll come after work tomorrow to help as well. But these little crystals make super pretty little ball rainbows. So like my sun catchers that are on the website, the like sticker versions like this one right here, they create the bars of light. These create like really little spears of rainbow. Oh, thank you, Erin. I got these nails to match this Restock. So this will be available, and I'm excited about that. How big are the sea bunnies next to the mushrooms? I mean, it depends on the mushroom, right? Like the bigger mushrooms, they're like little pets. But compared to these little baby mushrooms, they're humongous. They could ride them into war, into battle. Hello, Zoe. They could ride them into battle. Frogs, they are shakers, but I don't recommend shaking them just because the wings are a little more fragile. And then another blind bag that's going to be available is for mushrooms without wings. Nice little 2-colored caps. So these are going to be a blind bag. So that's a really fun piece to get if you've never gotten a piece from me before. They are super convenient. That's exactly what it's supposed to be, Morgan. Yes, exactly. So yeah, these will all be in one set. And then there's 3 super rares in the group, which is fun. This little frog had some issues. I'm still watching it to see if it needs to stay with me or not. And it has some light spots as well. But besides that, it's very cute. And then there is the pink one with the blue wings. You're so excited. I'm so glad. What am I doing? I'm just getting ready, Bianca. So it's just a bunch of listing computer stuff, my least favorite part of everything. Hello, my little plants. This is the Midori house, the greenhouse, and that makes you my little plants. So if you haven't had water in a while, please get up and grab some water. If you have water, go ahead and grab a sip. Is it time to stretch? Do you need to get up? Do we need to start thinking about what we're having for dinner? Maybe get some boiling water on the stove, or place an Uber Eats order if you're like me. Regardless of what you need to do right now, all I ask is that you at least drink some water. And if you happen to have a member emote of the drink water or just the regular YouTube drink water emote, go ahead and spam those in chat in case anybody is only watching with no audio. I almost dropped stuff on the way over here. That would have been bad. sea bunnies are going to be sold individually, cherries. New stickers, yes, Kay, yes, yes, yes. You're subscribed, thank you so much. Do chill, guy, that would be so cute. Here is the Triceratops. His little butt tattoo. He also needs reflocked, but we will do it. We will do it. He is very, very cute. He is a little baby. Zoe, I've actually done a bunch of capybaras. I think there were 5 or so in the last restock. This restock is supposed to be kind of fairy forest themed, so yeah, there's the Triceratops. Me, sneak peek, also me, showing everybody everything. Frog, so this is the baby lilac frog. He unfortunately didn't get enough coats, so you can kind of see the clay through on the sides. And also, if you notice, there is a little spot here. Him and this guy I found in the kiln like this. I was like, bruh, who told y'all could be friends? So I actually had to fix them yesterday. The fix went super well. If you don't know that's there, I feel like you would never see it. And from the front, you can't see it. So from the front, he looks really good. But this will be discounted tomorrow. It will be discounted. I don't, Zoe. Ceramic sold out in 4 minutes last restock. Perfect, Bianca. This set is chartreuse frogs, and the eyes were a little sad on this middle frog and it needed reglazed. So I thought, oh, I'll just fix the eyes, and it made it way worse. So this entire set is going to be super discounted. If you've ever wanted a frogception set, this is going to be the one to go for. This is going to be a set. And he also has a little rough spot on his butt for some reason. I don't know why that happened, but he was so close to being perfect. We were so close. And then he had to, and then I tried fixing it and it got worse. But it's not bad enough for me to not sell. I think it's still very cute. Then we have these pieces. They will also be sold as a set. So these 2 sets are going to be some of the more expensive pieces in the set, obviously, because there are 3 pieces and not 1. So there's the baby one inside, and then the bigger one, and then the biggest one. And I really love the way the green on these 2 came out. You can really see the variance in color from like being mixed, which I love. I think it really adds to the froggy vibe. I'm really, really happy with how these came out. And his spot where he was attached to the purple one came off quite clean, so I'm happy with that. And they're all signed as well, again. So these ones are definitely one of the like fancy pieces. But there's that little set. Very cute. Then we have blobs. These might be just on Discord as well. Same thing as the other little guy. I didn't, River. I've been doing this for 5 years. Yeah, they wanted to be friends, and I said, absolutely not. I'm breaking up this friendship. So these 2 have wings. This guy is just a chartreuse little blob. I think he is so stinking perfect. And these 2 are matte. The pink one's the least good. The purple one's pretty perfect as well. You're sick? Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Mackenzie. They are little blobs and they are fairies and they are so cute. Hi, JG Love. Hello, hello. They are not shakers, by the way. I just kind of forgot, I think. I was making them for fun, and then I didn't even think about making them shakers. What else is there? I don't know if I'm gonna list this guy yet. He had some technical difficulties coming to life. It was so stinking cute, and then it just kept having problems. But he is very shiny, and let me zoom y'all in a little bit. Whale shark alert if any of you are whale shark fans. There are a couple whale sharks in total, but I added a shiny top coat to him, and I think it's so cute. This underside is where we're having issues, so I'm just watching it. If it comes out good, it won't be. It's got an enamel coat over the whole thing to try to fix some of those issues that it was having, but it is so stinking cute. This is like a perfect necklace piece or earring piece, or just little, like, imagine him hanging off of your rear view mirror. If you hate stuff hanging off your rear view mirror for blocking. KP, thank you so much for the gift. I really appreciate that. You just subscribed. Thank you so much. Morgan, the glaze was acting a little strange on the bottom. It was creating some dark lines, and I have absolutely no idea why. I've said it in Discord. I don't know what was going on this set. I'm kind of lost in the sauce. I prepared more than I ever have by a long shot. Usually I just freestyle it and everything's perfect. And I tried to prepare for the first time, and it's a disaster. So I don't know why he's like that. Let me grab a few more things, and then we will end stream. Ooh, whale shark. Yeah, River, just one. Let me show you when we get back. There's a mosquito hawk leg on my table. I am cherries. Yep. We have. Let me de-blind y'all. We have, of course, the 2 jellyfish keychain slash mini wind chime slash just hang them in your house purse charm, whatever you want to call them. These will be available. Obviously, our anglerfish will be available with both of its little charms. And if you're feeling wild and crazy, and you happen to get this piece, you can also add any charm you want. So, like, let's say you got the fish charm from Restock, you can use it as a lure. So you can use any of my charms as lures, or any charm in general. My dream is that someone buys it and then buys it like a diamond charm as a lure. She can have a little diamond charm, but she has a sun and a star. River, you asked if there's any pieces I kept. This is little guy. He is our kind of mascot here. This is the first piece I ever saw and then kept, and I knew that I couldn't sell him, and I never will. He is perfect. He is perfect. We have all of these little... So there are... I think they're going to be listed separately, so let me kind of separate them out. There are a couple more than this, but I cannot access them right now. There are little frog fairy charms. And then there are also some little sprites. This one may look familiar if you're a gamer. That's what these are kind of supposed to be. So yes, some of the other charms. I realized that I showed y'all so much stuff, I should just show y'all practically everything, so that's what we're doing. We have these two little, they're gonna be keychains slash bag charms, so they'll come on the same top like this as these jellyfish. They're little ceramic paper stars, well, big ones, and they're shakers. I think these came out so cute. If you love another, oh yeah, I saw Cherry, I thanked them. That was so cute, the bubble heart. If you like the ceramic paper stars, I think these are an awesome version of them. A cup of mac and cheese, that would be cute. And then of course we have the fairy whale shark, the one that kind of started this whole ordeal. He's not in the perfect color palette, but it's very cute. Oh, Mackenzie, I'm so glad to hear. Let me zoom y'all in again. I have to keep these in like a little box so that way I don't lose them. These are gonna be blind bags. They're probably gonna be like just a warning, quite expensive. They were a ton of work, obviously, because they are so tiny. But these are gonna be the smallest things available. They're very, very small and fully detailed. Their caps are also completely rainbow. So the entire color palette that all of the pieces are made out of are on each of their caps, which is actually crazy. So if you really want small things, these are gonna be expensive, but small, small, small. So, not expensive. What is the word? I don't know. I think they're worth it, but what ring size do I wear? My pointer finger is a 7. Valuable, yeah. That's the word. And then we also have a tic-tac-toe set of froggies. So this is a frog-only tic-tac-toe set. I showed y'all the mushroom and frog set a little bit ago on a log. And so this is, because they're kind of, this is like toad and toadstool, and these ones are frogs. So they're on a little lily pad. So yeah. 2 different little frog sets, and they are also very tiny. But the mushrooms from this are very small, but the mushrooms that I just showed y'all are way tinier. Way tinier. Here is the rainbow mushroom that I just showed y'all in comparison to these teeny tiny tic-tac-toe pieces. So, very, very tiny little itty bitty babies. If you are interested in pricing information exactly, later tonight, hopefully not super late, I'm gonna try my hardest to work so fast. It typically takes me about 4 hours to do a restock menu after I finish taking pictures, and I have not finished taking pictures. So it may be a little late, but tonight every single member on Ko-Fi, so ko-fi.com/the Midori House, will have access to a preview menu with all of the items that are going up, which is pretty much everything that y'all just saw. But in addition to that, you'll also see the prices for everything. If you want to get an idea or a game plan for tomorrow, that's going to be your best way to do it. If you want to sleep early, you can just go and wait and see it tomorrow in the morning, of course. But again, it is ko-fi or ko-fi.com/the Midori House. This part of the restock takes so long for me to do. If if you're wondering why I paywall it, it's literally just to pay myself for the vast amount of work that doing a preview takes. So if you happen to have an artist that you love that does previews for free, thank them, because it is an incredible amount of work. And yeah. Does anyone have any quick questions that are, again, not price related that I can answer before I get off and get back to work? I don't, Lions. I don't drink anything. I don't drink. I already get enough headaches on my own. I hope no one who is a member is disappointed that I showed pretty much everything off. I just kind of felt like it. I kind of felt like it, I'm gonna be honest. No, Morgan, these are teeny tiny tic-tac-toe boards. Typically they're about 2.5 inches. These ones are like 1.5 inches. They're very, very small. Typically they're like this big. These ones are tiny, but they are about the same. No, Lady Grinder, this is Bunnies, this is mine, and this is my old one that we got a battery for. But today he went to space, so. Any questions? I hope y'all enjoyed getting to look at everything. I don't know, I feel good because I was able to show y'all like in video any of the defects, so that way I don't just be like, be great, and then y'all are like, I don't know what that means. Any questions, I know I got a request for how tall is Rat. Rat is about 1.5 inches. Yeah. About 1.5 inches tall is Rat. Absolutely, Jane. Here, we will get a better look at everything. I bought this, I'm just gonna, funny story. I bought this phone like thingy. It's been so convenient, and it's funny because the company who made it actually reached out to sponsor me, and I was like, yeah, send me one and I will put it in all of my streams forever and I'll talk about how much I love it. And then they were like, actually, we were hoping that you post an Instagram post. We like this one that you posted, and they picked one of my most viewed videos ever, and they were like, so if you could make that but then also talk about our phone stand, that would be sick. And I was like, But it really is the best. Anyways. Like, come on, if I show it off in live stream, people will believe me that I use it. Anyways. Oh, Mackenzie, I hope you enjoy them. Art, it's literally the best. I love it so much. It's so good. It's funny because Pokimane recently was like, I hope they sponsor me. I really love mine. And I was like, oh, they reached out to sponsor me already. They were like, your content's so good. We usually don't pay people. We just send them a free one, but we want to pay you. And I was like, Hi, Thompson family. Hello. Do I like cosplayers? I've cosplayed a bunch, Isabella. I've done a bunch of cosplay, mostly Iron Mouse, but. Any questions before I go, chat? Any questions? Any questions, comments, concerns? I can, Lanes, yeah, definitely. I won't make money from it, but I don't even care. It works really well. No questions? I guess I did a good job showing you everything. Okay, I will see y'all hopefully later when I finish up this restock menu. I am going to go take pictures and hopefully someone will just magically bring me dinner. So I will see you all very soon. Tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, themidorihouse.com. Come get a cute baby. Okay, bye.